2, 1. Now you're
Did you
live.
just pop a beer? That's crazy.
No.
It's Monday. Oh, okay.
I can't even. It's like this weird flavored Diet Coke they started coming up with.
It's so bizarre.
Blood orange Diet Coke.
What?
I had a party, so I went and bought some like random things.
That's fairly random.
They look pretty in a refrigerator.
I see.
How was your weekend?
Good. Didn't do much of nothing. Thought. That's about it.
Those are pretty good weekends.
Just thought and planned some things over the weekend. You know, it had some interesting things happen at the end of the week, so it's always, you know, then you kind of assimilate it.
Let it chill.
A little bit.
At least everything else is working but Facebook.
Why is that?
I have no idea. Like everything else is logging in. I'm not pixelated. And for those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, we were trying to log on to Double Funnel TV using BeLive, and BeLive is fine, but I always send Scott here the link through Facebook, and I might get the page open, but like nothing would actually load on the page.
It's very, just so you know, it's very hard to click a link that doesn't exist.
You know, and the other one is you can't see my BeLive page, but it says to get the link, you just push a button and it just automatically copies it to your clipboard. So it's not even something like I can like sit there and copy and say HTTPS, you know, : / FTFC, whatever weird link it gives me. I'm just stuck with, yeah, just not there.
Great morning, Shawnage.
Shawnage.
Well, you just put an A and then an E there, right? Sean G.
Shawnage. Just add letters to the guy's name. It's no big deal.
Why not?
What does he call you?
I won't tell you. It could have gone so many different directions right there, but I chose not to. I took none of them.
You took none of them. For those of you watching, we are building funnels, both email, like fully integrated funnels in the morning. Did I put it up on the screen? I sure did not. No.
Who are we working on today?
I don't know. What I was going to do first is, I'm in automations. Go over into the pipeline. Why are you laughing?
Read the note, you'll see.
His greatness he commands, I call him.
That's actually not true. It's usually, oh, great one, but.
Really.
This is why we work together. We have fun. We have fun.
Y'all are a riot. Y'all are too much.
Well, we're trying to, you know, I mean, we're working to make business more fun and do more of it the right way, you know? So it's always good.
Let's see who I have here.
Actually, this is one of the things I read this weekend.
What did you read?
Top 100 list. Top 100 places to work in Dallas.
Oh, is that for like the DMAG or?
Yeah, Dallas Morning News. You know, evidently they put something out to the employees of all these companies and then they accumulate it and whatever. But a friend of mine.
What's the cover again? Can you show the cover again? Top 100 places to work. It's a whole magazine?
Yeah. Well, they've,
oh, wow.
You know, so it was very interesting. You know, it's interesting to read why people like working where they work. Right? So,
always.
You know, you start to, but it's not necessarily for the reasons that you would think, which that's why it's worth reading, to learn what really enthuses people about what they do. So I spent some time kind of thinking through that. One of my friend's company is on the list, and so I saw him this morning. I said, congratulations. He said, yeah, but we weren't first, so I got work to do. So was kind of fun.
I want to see who we've got here in the pipeline and what they're all doing.
Who's in the pipeline? What are we doing?
I know. That's what I've got to get people. So the hardest part, I think, is just people understanding they need to submit their information.
Well, it's hard to build if we don't know who they are or what they do.
Oh, right?
We can be very creative once we know a little bit. But if we know nothing, that's it. We should just start building funnels that have nothing to do with their business.
So I'm gonna.
I think that'd be fun. Just think how good this funnel would be if we actually knew anything about your business.
Right. I'm going to send a simple email. Hey, April. Wonder how to work on your funnel. Did you get a chance? Because I know they didn't get a chance.
Yeah. Gives me a chance to look at something quickly.
Information on your business. Business information. I guess it would probably be helpful to resend her a link.
So I was just checking on something. It's checking down a countdown timer to make sure that it was counting down.
Oh, do I have a saved response for that? I should probably go look and see and include a link. I thought the original email included links. Enter the automation. Deal updated. Campaign. Oh, that I did get that.
I need to.
Let me check that link over here, make sure it works. I just went in a circle.
You what?
I went in a circle.
What'd you do that for?
I don't know. Oh, there it goes. So it's working. It just had a moment. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and just copy that. Send it right inside here in Active Campaign. So I can actually see, this is what's been sent out. I know what's been sent out to her. Oh. Let's see what else we have in the deal structure. I know because I've been in talks with her specifically. Sometimes it's just, what's interesting is, what this stopgap is right here? They're not being asked to purchase anything. They don't need to be a part of anything, but they do have to do a little bit of work that includes filling out their information.
Right.
And some of it's basic, but some of them, it asks business questions. I'm concerned. People don't actually know a lot about their business that they need to know.
Well, that's probably the vast majority of entrepreneurs from the standpoint of they're just going like a bat out of hell to try to grow their business or to sell something or to accomplish something each day. So they don't really know where they are. It comes down to the incidental entrepreneur or accidental entrepreneur.
What do you mean?
I'm an entrepreneur because I got nothing else. Nothing else is working. So I got to go create a business. So it's, they haven't studied what it takes to run a business. They don't understand all the different portions of it.
Well, some of it I feel like is fairly basic. You have a logo already, but I could see people panicking and being like, I don't have a logo.
But I mean, are the questions more complex than they need to be?
First name, super difficult. Last name.
In most cases.
Phone number, email. I'm interested in you building a marketing strategy, opt-in funnel, sales funnel, appointment funnel, email.
It's again, because I get things intuitively. I just saw opt-in funnel, sales funnel. Is it possible they don't even know what the word funnel means?
Sure.
So more of an opt-in strategy, opt-in system, or opt-in funnel, parentheses, system, or something like that.
Let's go over here.
See, it gets back to what we did in the training stuff the other day with, if I talk too technical, people go, you ready to buy? Why not? It's not right for me. It's not a matter of it's not right. They don't understand what you're asking or what it's about. So is that a possibility? Because if somebody's really looking to get a funnel built, is it possible the reason they don't have a funnel is because they don't know what a funnel is and don't understand why they need a funnel?
It is. So I have it up here. Now, one concern I would have is if I change it too much is if I say, what do you want more traffic, more conversions, more sale, will that be conversions? I got to look at my own website. I'm having a moment.
No, and I'm not trying to complicate things. I'm actually working to go the other way.
I'm lagging. I get my keyboard fixed, and now the rest of it is lagging.
Yeah.
Nothing can be easy.
Not true. There's lots of things that are easy.
So yeah, more traffic, improving conversion rate, and increasing engagement. But I already know what would happen. One, nobody knows what conversion means unless they're in marketing and sales of some sort. Nobody understands.
Sell more stuff.
But then everybody wants that. But they don't realize they're trying so hard to sell, they're not engaging. They're not bringing in initial traffic.
Achieve more prospects. Get more prospects. Retain more prospects.
Oh.
Just a thought.
I know. Can I edit these? Add custom fields. That's a good question I've never asked myself.
What question is that?
Can I edit existing custom fields?
See the things you learn by doing this?
I know. This is, how do I edit a custom field? Click forms. Manage fields. That seems like so easy. Maybe business state. My business needs. Edit. Traffic generation. Oh, this is a little bit more. We'll say difference. Traffic generation, improving conversion. Well, we just put it over to the side. More sales. Does that make sense?
More sales. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So it says improving conversion. So it's still using it's like conversion.
Correct. Okay. That's all I'm saying is, put it in more eyeballs.
More eyeballs.
Put it in peopleese, not digital marketerese.
More eyeballs, more sales. Let's increase engagement. More
conversations. Yep. More prospects. More people with money. More disposable dollars. More money.
Mo money.
No, it's more qualified leads are better prospects.
Prospects.
Or prospects. See? That simplifies it, doesn't it?
Should I take sales under 20? Sales between 20 and 100?
Well, what does that mean? Is that their average? Is that the average price of their product? Is that the?
Yeah, I don't love it in context.
Well, that's why. What's it asking? I don't know what it's asking.
Yeah.
Help me understand what you're trying to ax.
I like where we have it there. With the more. Here's the other one. What are you interested in building? I'm interested in building a marketing strategy, opt-in funnel. So let's go ahead and do the same thing. More leads. Sells funny.
Well, but is opt-in funnel really more more prospects, or is that more well?
Yeah, because you're getting them to opt in. You still need to drive original traffic.
Okay.
Marketing strategy, sales funnel would of course be more money, more sales. Appointment funnel, more
appointments,
more one-on-ones, more FaceTime,
more meetings, more. It's actually more. It's actually more conversations. An appointment is really a conversation, right?
Email audit, yeah. Getting started. Oops. Email automations. More time.
Yep.
Marketing strategy. Not more on everything else.
Better process.
I feel like even that, if you don't know you need a process, you're not sure what it's solving.
Better sales flow. Everything comes down to sales ultimately,
yeah,
as it should be, right?
It's
better sales process, better. Well, but again, marketing is the putting the message out there. Sales is the capitalizing on the message. So
I feel like the most time people need a marketing strategy is when it's broken and they don't know how to fix it. That's when coming in and doing a marketing strategy, you can start to identify what's broken, what's working, and you know which button to push.
You could put order that works.
I don't know what's broken.
Could put that too. That would work.
I'm trying to keep it, like we were saying, as simple as humanly possible.
Well, but I think that's important. I think a lot of times, again, in the there's a lot of technicalese that gets floating around. And when you don't even know what you're missing. Like when I tell people there's 7 steps of the selling cycle, they're like, No way. Yeah, there really are. Not that people do it that way, but right?
Yeah.
But there are actually 7 steps. And if they would do that way consistently, they would be better served. So,
Okay, so I think that is a big one. So now if I come back over here to forms and get Kyvio and go to double funnel. I think it's this one. Yeah, 3 people. So this one right here, I now...
Rayanne makes a great point. Many times the technology or sales process changes and self-employed people can't keep up. It's actually a great point.
The technology or the sales process changes. I don't
think the sales process shouldn't. Technology changes. Sales process typically shouldn't change.
I think what we
What's
call
that?
the sales process changes. Like the different words and whoever we're following and the language that they use to describe the sales process changes. Certainly the technology changes. Think about something like the receipt, something really simple like a receipt. No one used to get a receipt. And this guy creates this machine that makes receipts. And he goes to sell them to all the business owners, and they're like, why do I need that? And so his genius move was to go tell people they needed receipts. Before that, people didn't think or want a receipt. And then when they started demanding receipts, business owners started adding receipts as part of the sales process. So, I mean, little things like that come and go, but the basics of, bringing in awareness and engaging the customer and getting their information and selling something and getting them to be your advocates, those aspects don't change. What we call them definitely changes. The tidbits in between change. We have to keep improving the flow of human behavior and making decisions. Taking all the friction out, I think, is the big one that, and how it's integrated.
It would be nice if people actually made decisions.
Decisions are hard. Decisions require you to do something.
Fight, flight, or freeze. Let's go back to the training again.
Right. I mean, if somebody told you they were going to build you a funnel for free, sales process for free, and all it took was you to fill out a few things, it's crazy to me.
It's like anything else, it's not a priority. Decisions require action.
Website, if any.
Right. Preach it, Rayanne. Preach it. Decise.
You gotta get up and do something.
Decise, from the Latin, to cut off. A decision cuts you off from the previous action. Just go ahead and work amongst yourself. Rayanne and I will continue to have this conversation.
Well, I'm taking everything that has to do specifically with Kyvio or ActiveCampaign out, and I'll add that to the next one.
Well, I think it makes sense to, it's interesting because you work to make it as easy on people as you possibly can. And they make it hard. We've got a client with the travel product that in a conversation Friday, I finally said, he said, I think we're making this much harder than it is. And I said, bye, Rayanne. She said, gotta run. Good to see you too.
All right. She's in my office.
What do you mean? She's got to run. She's in your office. Well, that's weird. Anyway, but I said to this guy, I said, okay, let's not overcomplicate this. I said, have you ever shopped at Macy's? Yes. Have you ever found something that you like at Macy's to buy? Yes. Have you ever shopped at Costco? Yes. Have you ever found the same item at Costco? Yes. Where did you end up buying it? Costco. Why? It costs less. Same item, two locations, one costs less. It's not any harder than that. Why would you pay more for something that is the exact same if you don't need to? And he was like, well, that was pretty easy. And I said, yeah, the point is people try to overcomplicate things, or they feel like if it's not complex sometimes that it can't be great. And the reality is it doesn't have to be hard all the time.
Right.
So it's interesting. And so that's why I think this, I mean, we've said to people, and you've said in your outbound, we'll build you a funnel. Just give us this information. But we can't create strategy and thought process and verbiage and all those kinds of good things if they don't give us certain information. It's not possible. Right?
Gotta have it. Let's see what we have here. So I'm going through and I duplicated it. And so the goal here is deleting a bunch of information from the main application. So it's the bare minimums. All right, so then I'll have a product service and get more into that detail. Submit product information. Great. I'll just save and exit that one as something we need. Come back to edit this one. All right, let me skip it around. Now, for the most part, it's working. I think I just got something sticky on my keys.
What?
Remember my keyboard was like adding all caps?
Right.
I think I
was just
got some sticky
you had something
on it.
That's not good.
So just going to go through and just delete all these questions. And that's the nice part about having a sales process or a funnel or whatever you want to call it, is you can start to see quite literally visually where people are getting stuck, where it's not working. The other thing I can do is I have them logging in because it's secure. And I'm wondering if that's just too much difficulty for them as well. All right, so that's fairly simple, relatively speaking, right? So I need to go past the style. You know what? I probably still need style. One of the things that's interesting here is when you're working inside of certain types of builders, any kind of the lead magnet type ones is certainly going to be one. Any kind of the memberships, when you're adding these forms, you have to put the style in a different box and the actual application in a different box. So let's edit this one. Go to source code. Which for the life of me, here we go. So this is going to copy and paste everything. Look at all that code.
Crazy.
Can you imagine hand coding that back in the day?
I remember we used to punching the cards back in the day.
Punching cards.
You never had fun with punch cards?
Obviously. I had an 11-inch disc.
We had was like a typewriter that you would type code into that would then in turn punch it on cards. and each card was an instruction. In essence, each card was like a portion of code. And then you would put in like that much code.
Wow.
You'd put in racks and racks of cards.
And you have to do them like one by one?
What's that?
You have to do them one by one?
Well, that's how you'd create them. And if you ever dropped the box and the cards got out of sequence.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Back in the day. So people have got no clue. I think it's funny. We were watching something the other day, and they actually had a phone sitting on a desk that had a cord. It's like, oh my God, what's that? It's a phone?
There's a video going around Facebook right now that is a teenager trying to use a rotary phone.
That would probably be pretty funny to see.
And it's just as bad as you would think it is, as they sit there and try to figure out how to do it. You're just sitting there like, you're struggling. Can I help you?
That's too funny.
All right, let's see. Is it pulling it all? Oh, show more. Here we go. So I'm taking all the ones that I took out of from about Kyvio, specifically this Kyvio, and I'm putting them on the Kyvio form.
Okay.
As opposed to the main one. Account email, username, password. All right, so that's, that one's pretty simple too. Going to integrate that one. Same thing. I'm going to edit the Kyvio page now. This one right here. Source code. This one took me a long time. I just was missing it. I had to troll the internet for what was working wrong, that it wasn't looking correctly. Because if you don't take the style code out and put it where the CSS goes separately, it does not look good.
Got it.
Stop. So if you're frustrated, every question you could possibly imagine is typically answered on the internet somewhere. Somewhere.
Very cool.
Somewhere on the internet is what you need, the information you're looking for. So they're giving me tiny little lines of code. I need to fix my form 19. That's 18. Oh, there we go. There we go. Bigger screen. There's all of 18. Now the nice part is like I'm coding, but I'm not coding. I'm not actually typing any of this. I just have to know where to copy paste it. And I get that that can be hard. But for the most part, anytime we're building something for somebody, I'm not asking them to do even what I'm doing here. What I did notice is I don't have anything over here for Active Campaign. So let's go back. Well, let's save first. Save early, save often. That's like those punch cards. Oh my God, could you imagine they all fall midway through, nothing's saved, and then the computer like has a glitch because that's what they do, and you have to start from scratch, and you have to put the cards back in order?
Exactly. I mean, people go, oh, it wasn't like that. Are you kidding me? It was exactly like that.
Oh, my dad used to do stuff like this.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy when you think about it.
Right, so we didn't actually create because nobody was there yet. Oops. We didn't create one for Active Campaign, so we can do that now. And this was something that Rayanne was actually asking about. How do you create more content in a membership site? You click Add Content. I wish they would say Add a Lesson. That would probably make more sense.
That's a good idea.
Talking about simplifying language. Since you're here. It's the add weapon here.
Again, what the vast majority of people don't, do is they don't talk street.
They don't talk street. Yo, however.
But I mean, they don't do that in a lot of directions, right?
Nope, I get that. Business and pro users. Oh.
Stop it. It's Monday. Stop it.
Add a team member to campaign. So I'm cheating a little here. I literally know how to add a person in ActiveCampaign myself, but one of the trickiest parts of writing is making sure the other person knows what you're talking about. So I'm essentially going to copy paste here. This is something that they're not going to be mad at me. I'm not doing anything but educating people who are going to use their product. But that's, if we are doing email integration.
That is so cool.
Oh,
sorry, I just forwarded a domain. I get so excited by these things.
What domain did you forward?
I forwarded u+1kivio.com, u+1.kivio.com/drill-wells.
We will need to be a user on your. Okay.
You know what I forwarded? Which one I forwarded to it?
Yes.
u+1cares.com.
There you go.
Cool, huh?
It is.
Sorry, I just thought of it while you were going through the different process here. Made me think of that.
Did you just buy that domain like while we were talking?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I've had it. But all of a sudden it just popped into my awareness that wouldn't that be a cool redirect? Right?
Yep.
So I did it.
Busted movie.
But I do have something I'm gonna.
Login, link, username, and password.
So, I create a picture and.
9:45. We got people coming in early, hanging out, and the preferred option.
You got the Business Growth Network gang coming in.
Slowly, meandering in. Alrighty, so let's go edit, paste the match style. I'm just going to take their directions right here. I'm actually going to link. I just thought about this too. I think I did this on Kivio. Full directions here and give them the ActiveCampaign link. Like shown here. Also need to spell here right. How is your spelling there, Scott?
Perfect. What would you like to know?
Spelling? Oh, I'm just asking. I depend on autocorrect.
Actually, a friend of mine was really funny. A friend sent me a text yesterday, and she goes, after the text arrived, she goes, please excuse the autocorrect. And the autocorrect was, hey, girlfriend, just wanted to share. So she sent me a text. Said, hey, girlfriend. It's funny. Bad autocorrect.
Bad autocorrect. Bad autocorrect. Sometimes they're terrible autocorrects.
Yeah.
Terrible. And you read it and you're like, I'm so sorry, Mom. Or you send the text message to the wrong person.
That's always fun.
Or worse, to an entire group of people.
That's worse. That's far worse. Yes. What's today's topic at Business Growth Network? I love bringing in other things while you're focusing.
Sales copy, I think. Speaking of which.
Cool.
Click add. Seems simple. All right, so that's the essentials. Click settings, users, add user at the top of the page, complete in the fields in the module app. So those should probably be right. Let's see what I got to fill out here. Email. My email, support, marketing. No, I don't actually think I want that one in there for other reasons. Oops, I should tell them what that means, right?
What's that?
I should tell them what the fields are. Email, first name, last name. Every now and then it still clicks. Plus, you know what? I think I'm going to take this and have them turn it in at the Apple Store. Instead, if it was still giving me issues. And since I'm going on a cruise next week, might as well do it. I know. Phone number, username. Script. I don't need my phone number. Oh, you know what? Why would you not give business prospects your phone number? Might as well.
I don't know that. I don't know that answer.
Because it doesn't have a good answer. That's why you don't know it.
I would think you would do everything you can to make it as easy to contact you as possible. It's phenomenal to me, actually, how much better having Book Like a Boss is than not having it. I mean, amazing. Oh my goodness, just setting up, people saying, hey, I'd really like to talk to you about this. Okay, go here. Or, would really like to, just it's like, instead of going, well, send back a couple times that work in your schedule and I'll, and we'll make it happen. Or it's just like, here, pick this.
Right.
So it has just made it a lot easier to facilitate putting meetings together and different things, and people flying in from out of town for meetings and things like that.
That makes
it's just
sense.
a lot easier to see your schedule,
It is. Okay, so password, I think is the last one. Strategy. I'm going to go ahead and do this for them just because it's another thing they don't have to skip. Admin, click add.
Yep.
All right. So that seems easy enough.
Nicely done.
Let's replicate this real quick. Bring it down here. If we are using your password. Oh, no. Let's go ahead and give us the information. Fill out the form. Simple, right? Give us the information. Okay, it's on 2 lines. I hate that. We need information. How is that? Text box, and then we're going to go back to over here. And I think, yep, built one out for ActiveCampaign. First name, email, ActiveCampaign, account email. This should say ActiveCampaign password. Don't need that one. Maybe this was ActiveCampaign related. Show more fields. Show them, show them, show them, show them.
Jeez.
Show. Put that same one over there. Not playing nice. I think there was one I did miss. Input text area. Active campaign account URL. I don't know if that's going to be too complicated for people, but I do need it.
Well, what if you put your name dot activated, in other words, put it in the other, because they don't say active campaign, right? It's activated.
Active hosted.
Active hosted.
Yeah.
So that they know what they're looking for. It's that active hosted spot, right?
I can put
your
this.
name, your name dot activehosted.com.
Your name dot active hosted dot.
Because that's the one thing that does get a little confusing there, because you try to go back to active campaign and it's like, why isn't it logging in for active campaign?
Example, yourname.activehosted.com. There we go. We can put it in that little gray area, so it's like the example of what we need. For some reason, it is not letting me see my other stuff, but I just don't know if I'm not. The wonders of technology. Show more builds. Great. Not going to be kind to me. So I need the password. I don't want the Kyvio password either. I'll go over here. What are you whispering?
I'm trying to figure out this. I just, every once in a while we get messages, like I'm trying to figure out the message. I just sent out u+1cares.com as a test. And so somebody just responded to it. It was very cool. It's cool when stuff works,
I know. It's really cool when stuff works, and for some reason this button is not working for me. So I'm actually going to see if I can remember my password.
Uh-oh.
And go over to Google.
Without LastPass?
Without LastPass. You know what? The good news is Google remembered it for me.
Oh, that's so nice.
See if we can add a different screen, though. There's a different one in here. You see Sean, watching Sean. Not Sean, Scott, sorry.
What?
I was looking at Sean's picture below you. But since I put this screen up here, they can see like little you. Like a little you and a little you and a little you and a little you and a little you.
I got so confused.
I understand. There we go. It works fine over in Google Chrome. Look at that. Product. So one of the things I did not add is password. Add connection field, text input, active, and password. Where did I put it? Oh, there it goes. URL, account, email. That's a good. Oops, change the words on here. Campaign. Helps when you spell it right. Same thing. Got a lot of copy pasting here to do. And then we'll wrap up integrating funds inside of membership. Go back to my other screen. Oh my gosh, 4 screens. I don't know if we've ever done that before.
What? How do we have 4 screens? How did that happen?
Because we have 4 windows open.
I'm glad I'm not driving that portion of it.
What's a few screens between friends? All right, so there's the script. We need to come get the style out of here. Or punch cards. Get all the individual punch cards out.
That's right. Get the right cards.
Right cards, right order, right place. It kind of shows it, but since there's nothing in here to tell it what to do with form 20, it looks weird.
I saw that. We just had a blue jay fly in the house. That was pretty cool.
In the house?
In the house.
Oh my.
Yeah. That was a little wild. Got to tell you.
And I didn't save it. What the hell? Okay. But it is 10 o'clock, so I'm going to call it a day here.
Okay.
And I will fix that after my meeting at 10.
Okay. And we should chat later on.
We should. We should.
Okay. Perfect.
Well, that was great. And if you are interested in having fun with Double Funnel TV and having Sean or Scott and I go over it, I just want to tell Sean now. So I'm looking on the picture.
That's right. We need your stuff.
Get over at doublefunnel.tv and get us your stuff. Like, literally, people are not putting their stuff in. So as long as you follow directions, it's you.
Yep.
All right. Bye there, Scott, and have a great day.
See ya. Say hi to everybody. Have fun.
Oh,
Bye.
I will.